skilled intelligence officers, hopefully with more success than Carlos had enjoyed. Well, their identities would never be known. Carlos had taught the world of terrorism an important lesson. It did not pay to advertise. Yes, Monsieur Dennis? The name's Mike, remember? The executive tapped his plastic name tag. And yes, it was a park rule that everyone called everyone else by his Christian name. Something else doubtless learned from the Americans. Yes, Mike. Excuse me. You okay, Andre? You look a little upset about something. I did? No. Mike. No, I'm fine. Just a long night for me. Okay. Dennis patted him on the shoulder.
Dispatch 11 to all Adam units. Be on the lookout for a Subaru. Driver has priors for traffic offenses.
2 weeks. Like it here. It is a unique place to work.
Dispatch 1 out of 6, I'm after your suspect. I'm starting the pursuit.
Yes, Michael. He watched the American boss walk quickly away.
I'm charging my EMP. Now I'm gonna get it.
Damned Americans. They expected everyone to be happy all the time. Else something must be wrong. And if something went wrong, it had to be fixed. Well, Andre told himself something was wrong and it would be fixed this very day. Mike wouldn't like that very much, would he? 1 kilometer away, Jean-Paul transferred his weapons
1 out of
from
6
his
requesting assistance.
backpack.
That's a tough one.
He ordered room
19 out of
service
4
to
on
bring
the way,
breakfast
6.
in.
Don't lose
A
sight
big
of him.
American breakfast, he decided, since it might have to stand him in good stead for most of this day, and probably part of another. Elsewhere in this hotel and other hotels in the same complex, the others would be doing
Confirmed. You have a go on intercept.
His Uzi submachine gun had a total of 10 loaded magazines, with 6 more.
He's got himself some high-performance wheels now. We're gonna have to stay sharp to bring him down this
fragmentation
time.
hand grenades in addition to his radio. It made for a heavy backpack, but he wouldn't be carrying it all day. Jean-Paul checked his watch and took one
Charging
final
EMP.
look at his room.
Nearly there.
All the toiletries were recently bought. He'd wiped all of them with a damp cloth.
Looks like he wants to
left
play.
no fingerprints behind. Then the table and desktops. And finally, his breakfast dishes and silverware.
Eagle 2 to dispatch.
He didn't
We're
know
right
if the
on
French
it.
police might have his prints on file somewhere. But if so, he didn't want to give them another set. And if not, why make it easy for them to start a fire? He wore long khaki trousers
Adam
and
9 to
a short-sleeved
dispatch.
shirt.
A helicopter
Plus
is
the
needed for
stupid
pursuit.
white hat he'd bought
Roger that,
the
Adam
previous
9.
day.
Eagle 2 is on its way.
It would mark him as just one more guest in this absurd place, totally harmless.
Adam 6, we need
With
help
all
here.
that
The driver's
done, he picked up
insane
his
and will not
backpack
comply.
and walked out the door,
19 Adam 4 on the way,
taking a
6.
final
Don't lose
pause to
sight of
wipe
him.
the doorknob both inside and outside before walking to the elevator platform. Press the down button with a
Dispatch
knuckle
11,
instead
1
of a
Adam 9,
fingertip,
resuming patrol.
and in a few
Suspect
seconds
lost.
was on his way out the
10-4,
hotel
Adam
door and walking casually to the train station, where a security guard told them Thompson was a major French arms manufacturer. Some of the workers, and therefore their children, would be known and important to the French government. French and politically important. No, it could not get much better than that. They will be moving about as a group. I have their itinerary. Come to the castle at noon for lunch and a show. That's
Dispatch
our
11 to
moment.
all Adam units. Be on the lookout for a Subaru.
Plus
Driver
one
has
other
priors for
little
traffic
addition
offenses.
Andre had decided on earlier in the day. They were always around somewhere, especially at the shows. D'accord? Rene asked the people around the table, and again got his nod. Their eyes were stronger now. Doubts would be set aside. The mission lay before them. The decision to undertake it was far behind. The waiter arrived with 2 new carafes, and the wine was poured around. The 10 men savored their drinks, knowing they might be the last for a very long time. In the alcohol, they found their resolve. Don't you just love it? Chavez asked. Only Hollywood. They hold their weapons like they're knives or something, and then they hit a squirrel in the left nut at 20 yards. Damn, I wish I could do that. Practice, Domingo, John suggested with a chuckle. On the TV screen, the bad guy flew about 4 yards backward as though he'd been hit with an anti-tank rocket instead of a mere 9mm pistol. I wonder where you buy those. We can't afford them, oh great accounting expert. John almost spilled his remaining beer at that one. The movie ended a few minutes later. The hero got the girl. The bad guys were all dead. The hero left his parent agency in disgust at their corruption and stupidity and walked off into the sunset, content at his unemployment. Yeah, Clark thought, that was Hollywood. With that comfortable thought, the evening broke up. Ding and Patsy went home to sleep, while John and Sandy did the same. It was all a big movie set, Andre told himself, walking into the park an hour before it opened to the guests already piling up at the main gate. How very American, despite all the effort that had gone into building the place as a European park. The whole idea behind it, of course, was American. That fool, Walt Disney, with his talking mice and children's tales, that had stolen so much money from the masses. Religion was no longer the opiate of the people. No, today it was escapism to depart from the dull day-to-day reality they all lived and all hated.
Dispatch 19
But
out of
which
4,
they couldn't see
10-1,
for what it
returning to...
was. The bourgeois fools.